Hello everyone, welcome back to Brad's Bourbon Reviews. I'm Brad and today we're going to be doing the Reddit You Only Need 5 Bottles challenge with a caveat. Thank you guys for clicking on the video. Basically there's a Reddit challenge going around. It's been going around for some time. And it says that you really only need 5 bottles of whiskey at any given time, which I disagree with, but I decided to do it and it's just a fun thing to do. You need a cheap mixer, an everyday sipper, a Friday night pour, an impress a guest, and a celebration pour. I've changed this list 4 or 5 times. So let's just go ahead and jump in. So the cheap mixer is exactly what it says it is. It's just something cheap that you can grab, throw with a Coke, put in a cocktail. And my pick for that is J.W. Dent. It doesn't get much cheaper than this other than maybe Mellocorn. This has a better flavor to me than Mellocorn. This is produced by the Heaven Hill Distillery. It's a bottled and bond product, so it comes in at 100 proof. It's just a solid bourbon. I've had this, neat. I've had it in cocktails. I've had it with Coke. It's really, really solid. This is and I think it's like $15. It doesn't get much more budget than this. Next on the list is your everyday drinker, and this is just something that, you go to on any given day, nothing special, nothing out of the ordinary. And for me, I went back and forth with this one the most, but I landed on Weller Special Reserve. I'm finally able to get this on a regular basis in Florida. I love this stuff. It is so, so, so good. It's $22, so this could qualify as like your cheap mixer as well. But this is something that's a little nicer than like the JW, something that's really, really cheap. So I picked this one for my daily drinker because it's just damn good, and I reach for this bottle a lot. Next up is the Friday night pour. So this is something that's just a little better than like a daily drinker, something you break out on the weekend. I thought about going with Eagle Rare for this one. I thought about going with Rare Breed. I thought about going with Kentucky Spirit, but I landed on Old Forester 1920 because of the price point. This is a $60 bottle, 65 even in some places. I think it's closer to 65 here. But it's a higher proof, so there's that went into consideration for it as well. But it's just really, really good, and it's something that is readily available, and which is why I picked it, right? Because you can pretty much go into any decent liquor store and you can find this or the 1910, any of the Whiskey Row series. But I picked it because of the higher proof point and the price of the bottle as well. Plus, this is one of my favorite bourbons. Like, this is number 2 or 3 on an all-time list for me. I love this stuff. Next one is the Impress a Guest. Now, I did 2 for this one. Now, hear me out. So the first one is gonna be if a guest doesn't know bourbon that well. Most of my friends do not know bourbon, don't drink. So I'm kind of a lone wolf on this when it comes to my friends. So if I was gonna try to impress one of them, I would use something that they know of, but maybe haven't tried. And so I landed with Bland's, okay? Look, I know this is not the greatest bourbon in the world. I don't think anyone thinks it is, but it's the name, right? Everyone knows this bottle. Everyone knows Bland's. My dad, who doesn't drink, knows what Bland's is. So that would be my go-to for somebody who doesn't drink. But if someone does drink, and this is more for the rarity of this, especially here in Florida, but I think it's one of the best bourbons I have, E.H. Taylor's Small Batch. This would impress people who are bourbon hunters. It would impress people who are not bourbon hunters. I think it's just a really, really solid bottle. And last but not least, the Celebration Pour. Now, I don't have a ton of allocated stuff. I actually really don't have any highly allocated stuff other than, I don't know if you consider E.H. Taylor and Blanton's allocated, but hopefully that's changing because I just got into the ABC vault and I'm looking forward to seeing what is in there. But I went with what I did this past year for a celebration for my birthday. So the Celebration Pour is something for like birthdays, Christmases, that kind of stuff. And I chose Weller Full Proof. I opened this for my birthday just a few days ago on February 16th, and it is one of my favorite bourbons ever. It is so good. And it says full proof, but it's not super strong. It's like, I think it's like 114 proof, yeah. 114 proof, so it's not super, super strong, but it is really, 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 really good. Now, if I can only pick 5 bottles, these are the bottles I'm picking. I love all of this stuff. I know it's kind of cheating to do 2 Wellers, but it's just what it is. I love this stuff so much. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, cheers.